What's up, and welcome to the No Bullshit Manifestation Show. I'm your host, Kat Kozad, manifestation expert, money mindset and fulfillment coach, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur. Come sit with me while I spill the real tea on what it's like to practice using intentional manifestation, demystify all of the woo-woo and confusing bullshit that comes along with creating the life of your dreams, and give you a realistic view of what it's like to be on a personal, spiritual, and professional growth journey. The goal of this podcast is to support and guide you towards manifesting all of your dreams, shed light on the things that people are too scared to talk about, and encourage you to become the person who gets to have it all, be it all, and do it all. I am so happy you are here. Let's fucking do this thing. What's up, loves? Welcome back to another episode of the No Bullshit Manifestation Show. Oh my goodness. It is November 1st. How the fuck did we get here? So quickly. It's always so crazy at the beginning of the year. I look at the year ahead, think about the year ahead, and I'm like, oh yeah, November, December, like even October, so far off in the distance. And then we get to this place and it's like that happened in the blink of an eye. So have had a lot of time to reflect over the past few days and really just like think about this past year and all of the past year since I started my intentional manifestation journey. And 2022 in and of itself has been one of the most transformative years of my life. But what I've really been thinking about over the past few days is back to 2019, when I first started using intentional manifestation, first really got into my intentional manifestation journey. November and December were the months that changed everything for me. And it's so incredible to look back on those months and just be like, wow, truly, like so much changed in 2 months' time. Because what I want to talk about today is the fact that there is still time for you to manifest your best life in 2022. And that may sound crazy because there's literally only 2 months left of this year, but we're going to be breaking down what you can do to really utilize these last 2 months and completely change your life forever using intentional manifestation, because there still is so much time to do that. So let's talk about what you can do in these last 2 months of the year to make 2022 be the year that you completely changed everything with intentional manifestation. So the first thing that you want to do is let go of the traditional concept of time. And what do I mean by this? So time is actually a human construct. Without us putting labels of seconds, minutes, hours, days, years, whatnot onto it, time wouldn't exist in the way that we think it does. And when it comes to manifestation, the universe does not operate on our human timeline. The universe isn't like, okay, well, like in 5 days, I will hand this to her. Or in 3 months, maybe she'll be deserving of a sign, or whatever it may be. The universe does not operate on that timeline. And because of this, it would be so silly for us to put this expectation or condition on ourselves that we can or cannot achieve whatever it is that we desire within a specific amount of time. Because, like I said, the universe isn't operating on our timeline. Essentially, when it comes to intentional manifestation, we become the vibrational match for the thing that it is that we desire in our lives, and that's when it manifests into our lives. And that could happen instantaneously by you making an energetic shift inside of yourself by releasing some sort of limiting belief or making a decision that you hadn't in the past, or having a confronting conversation with somebody that you need to have, or investing in the coaching program, or whatever it may be. There's something that could be the catalyst to you shifting into energetic alignment with whatever it is that you desire to manifest. And because of that, that thing could instantaneously manifest into your life. Which also, on the other hand, it's like there may be other things inside of your vibration that may take a bit of time for you to become the complete energetic match for it. But who's to say that like that's going to take 2 months, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, whatever amount of time? Because when we put ourselves in that box, essentially like have these limitations or have this condition of how long something's supposed to take before we can have it, or how long something has to take in order for whatever the scenario may be, then like that is the limitation that we are putting upon ourselves, and we're truly boxing ourselves into what is possible for ourselves in our lives. And something I think about all the time with this is I always get the question from people on the internet, people in my life, like, Kat, what is your 5-year plan? And the reality is like, I don't have a 5-year plan because I think 5-year plans are a bunch of bullshit. I think that it would be so silly of me to think that I know what I am capable of accomplishing within 5 years. And if I was to say, okay, within 5 years, this is what it's going to look like for me, I would be limiting myself. And I can look back over the past 3 years of my life and prove that, because if you would have told me in November of 2019 that my life was going to look like this, that I was going to be completely financially free, be a multiple 6-figure entrepreneur, be living in New York City, be able to travel all around the world, do it in style, and genuinely just like live a life that I never thought was possible for me, then I would have laughed. I wouldn't have thought that was a possible reality for me. I would have thought that that would take years, decades. I would have thought that that was something that I was going to work my ass off for. But the reality is that it hasn't been. It's been something that has flowed into my life. And yes, have there been moments of it being challenging and me hustling in some sort of way? Yes, for sure. But the 3 years has honestly just been a homecoming to myself and getting my inner world into alignment. And through that, manifesting all of these incredible things into my life that I, again, never knew were possible for me and wouldn't have been possible if I was to put some sort of condition on it of, okay, I want to be financially free in 5 years' time. Because being $70,000 in debt, that is the reality of what all of these like debt calculators online and whatnot were showing me, is that like, okay, in order for me to pay off $70,000 worth of debt on the income that I had at that time, it would have taken me 30 years. It told me 30 years, and I paid off $70,000 worth of debt in 10 months. So again, releasing your timeline, the expectation, the conditions that you have in your mind right now of how long it should take you to completely change your life or manifest whatever it is that you desire into your life. That is only there, and that is only a limitation because you are making it a limitation. And when you can release that and release the expectation that things need to show up in a certain way at a certain time or within a certain timeline, then you energetically open yourself up to the fact that absolutely you can change your life by the end of this year. You can make 2022 your year through intentional manifestation by dropping that timeline. And another huge one that really ties into this is like letting go of the expectation of what you think is possible for you. Because one of the biggest things, and what I mean by this is like when you believe in 2 months that you're only capable of having all of the family over for Thanksgiving and getting all of the Christmas shopping done and celebrating Christmas, and that like then on January 1st of 2023, that will be the time that you can actually start to accomplish all of these different things that you want in your life. Like that is one of the most harmful mindsets that I see, especially in America, that the rest of the year from like Halloween onwards is just wasted because there's all of the holidays and all of the things that you need to get ready for and X, Y, and Z. And then on January 1st of the next year, that's when you can actually start to achieve your goals. That's when you can actually start to accomplish things. Like, that's a bunch of fucking bullshit. You are putting that limitation on yourself, and that is going to hold you back. Whereas the truth and the reality of the next 2 months can be you achieving, you manifesting, you having, being, and doing so much more than you could ever expect for yourself if you choose to commit to your intentional manifestation journey. If you choose to go all in on yourself and on really prioritizing incorporating intentional manifestation into your life, because through that, you energetically open yourself up to potential. One of the things that I see so often when it comes to manifestation and to the way that we go about our day-to-day life is we really operate from this mentality of like, when I see it, then I'll believe it. And that mentality, that belief system of when I see it, then I'll believe it, holds you in what your current circumstances are. It keeps you stuck. It doesn't allow any new energy to flow in and through your life. And when you are operating from that belief system of like, okay, I am going to wait until January 1st in order to start to accomplish things, or really just like not allowing yourself to go all in on your intentional manifestation journey because you think, oh, there's only 2 months left in the year, I can't accomplish what I want, whatever the story may be, then you are operating from that belief system of when I see it, then I'll believe it. You are allowing old patterns and old paradigms to control the narrative for you, which then keeps you stuck in patterns of the past and manifesting old, stagnant, yuck patterns into your life. Just really plays out the shit that you do not necessarily want in your life over and over and over again. And when you, again, can release that and step into this energy of going all in on your intentional manifestation journey, choosing to believe that within the next 2 months, you can fucking change your life. You can manifest incredible, abundant things into your life. You can change your financial circumstances. You can change career paths, create the business of your dreams, go full force towards the dreams that you have had for yourself, whatever it may be, then like that gets to play out for you. Because when we energetically decide to do something, then that shift in energy starts to attract in and manifest new opportunities, new people, new things to support you making that your reality. You energetically open yourself up to a new reality, new potential entering into your life and supporting you within your manifestations. But you cannot do that if, again, you are holding yourself in the same patterns and waiting until the new year to create the change that you're wanting to create in your life. Start now, because later turns into never. When you keep saying, oh, like January 1st, that's a good time, then it's like, oh, a birthday party comes up or a baby shower or whatever it may be. And then it's like, oh, okay, I'll do it at this time. And then something else comes up. Oh, I'll do it at this time. Then something else comes up. It's like, do it now, because later turns into never. And in order for you to live a life that you've never had, you have to do things that you've never done. Like going all in on yourself, committing to your intentional manifestation journey and creating this shift and change in your life. Because that is going to completely change everything just from an energetic standpoint and also on so many other levels. And maybe making this decision to go all in on yourself and completely change your life with intentional manifestation feels hard. Maybe you've had a hard time being consistent. Maybe this is brand new to you. Maybe you've lost faith in the journey. Whatever it may be, make the decision and make the promise to yourself that right now it gets to be your time. It gets to be different for you this time. It gets to be everything that you want it to be and everything that you feel as though you've missed out on in the past. And something that I like to think about with this when it comes to choosing to commit to your intentional manifestation journey, again, the world has taught us to only think from our logical and practical minds, like we've been talking about with these different conditions that we put on ourselves, with the time constraints, whatever it may be. But the world teaches us to think from our logical and practical minds because it's safe. It's based off of the past, there's evidence for it, and therefore it keeps you safe. And when we do this, when we only think from our logical and practical minds, we're essentially taking the past and dragging it into the present moment over and over again. We continue to play out old patterns of the past because we're not allowing ourselves to trust in the fact that we actually can be guided and led by our inspiration. And if you are here listening to the No Bullshit Manifestation Show, I can guarantee you it's because your intuition and your inspiration led you here. And when you give yourself permission in your life to listen to and lead with that inspiration and with that intuition, then that is going to place you into the unknown, which is the only place that you can start to pave a path towards a different life. And your inspiration and intuition is always trying to take you down the path of least resistance. It's always trying to guide you towards your manifestations. So choose to follow that intuition and that inspiration, even and especially when it doesn't make sense, because that is what is going to guide you to having, being, and doing everything that you desire. And if you are wanting to make 2022 your year that you use intentional manifestation to completely transform your life, if this message has resonated with you, I am so excited to announce that the final round of the Abundant AF Babe Academy 2.0 is going to be open for enrollment starting next Monday on November 7th, 2022. There have been massive energetic shifts that I have felt and integrated into my life over the past few months. I know I've mentioned this on the podcast, and this is a byproduct of all of those massive energetic shifts that have happened inside of me, that I have changed the structure of the Abundant AF Babe Academy 2.0 to make it even more effective and magnetic. And one of those biggest shifts being that this is no longer a program that you can enter in at any time. You can only enter in during enrollment periods, and this is the last opportunity to join ABA 2.0 until way into 2023. So if you have been on the fence about ABA 2.0, or if you have been waiting, saving the money, whatever it may be, now is the time to hop in, because like I said, the doors for enrollment will not open again for the Abundant AF Babe Academy until well into 2023, and this is your time. Like we've been talking about inside of this podcast episode, there is a reason that you are here. Your intuition has led you here, and you already know inside of yourself if this is something that you are wanting to take action on, and your inner guidance system, your intuition, and your inspiration has been trying to lead you towards to help you attract and manifest all of the things that you desire into your life. So if you've been on the fence, you will want to take action next Monday when enrollment opens for the Abundant AF Babe Academy to secure your spot inside of the academy, as there are limited spots available. And it's going to be so fucking powerful for everyone who has been really wanting to use intentional manifestation to change their realities. And with that being said, I want you to know that if you have any questions about the Abundant AF Babe Academy 2.0, you can click the link down below in the show notes to read everything on the website, as well as join the waitlist for the Academy, because you will be the first to get the announcement that doors are open for enrollment and be able to secure your spot inside of the Academy. And in addition to that, if you have any questions whatsoever that are not answered on the webpage, you can also find me over on Instagram at Kat Kozad or in the link down below in the show notes. Please, please, please send me a message. Ask whatever questions you have. My DMs are completely open for any and all questions about the Abundant AF Babe Academy. And I'm also going to be releasing a podcast episode in the next few days here, where I give you all of the details on the Abundant AF Babe Academy, what it looks like, what updates I've made to the program, and all about the inside and what you can expect from this, so that you are fully prepared for the incredible shifts that are going to happen for you energetically inside of this program. But like I said, again, if you are ready to do this, click the link down below in the show notes to put your name on the wait list for the Abundant AF Babe Academy. Anybody who is on the wait list is going to be notified first about the doors opening for the Abundant AF Babe Academy. So if you are considering this, make sure your name is on that wait list, because like I said, there's only limited spots available in this round, and the doors for the Academy for enrollment will not be open again until well into 2023. So now is your time to come on board and change your life forever with intentional manifestation. I am so excited for all of you who decide to come on board and make that decision to go all in on yourself and allow me to guide you on your journey. Because if you listen to the podcast, you know that there's so much abundance that is available to you. And if I can do it, you can do it. I am no one special. I am just a girl from a little cow town in the middle of Colorado who decided that she was done settling for anything less than what I truly wanted and deserved in life. And because of that, have been able to completely transform my finances, my location, my time freedom, the way that I attract and manifest relationships into my life, the business, just like literally everything. My life is a dream. It is like a fucking dream. I wake up most days and I'm like, wow, like this is my reality. And if you want to feel that way as well, the Abundant AF Babe Academy was made for you. So you know what to do. And with that, I will let you go. I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode, and I will chat with you on the next one. Oh my gosh, thank you for listening to today's episode. I am so grateful to have these no bullshit talks with you. If you enjoyed today's episode or the podcast as a whole, please spread the love by leaving me a review on iTunes or sharing the podcast with others. This is how I will be able to spread more of these good vibes and be able to make more of an impact on the lives of others. And if you're not already part of all of the goodness and communities that I have to offer, check out the show notes. I have links to the different ways that I can support you on your manifestation journey and help you live a life full of more money, fulfillment, and freedom. But that is all for now. So big love and hugs, and I will chat with you soon, babe.